Hello and welcome to Gardening with Ben, the award-winning gardening podcast as voted for by the Grow Your Own magazine and by my followers and by my listeners. I hope that you have all clicked that subscribe button. If you're new to the podcast channel, please do click the subscribe button and then you get notified of all the new podcasts that get launched. And if you're not following me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and TikTok, make sure you look for Gardening with Ben and follow me on all my social medias. So sit back, relax, grab a brew and let's enjoy today's gardening podcast with Ben. Hello and welcome back to Gardening with Ben for a brand new episode. Wow, the weather today, it certainly has been what was expected. It were forecast for being a hot day today and it certainly has lived up to the tale of that, and it's been absolutely gorgeous on the allotment today. And thankfully it rained yesterday, so the ground was extremely wet and moist today, so I didn't even have to water outside, which was a blessing because I absolutely hate watering. But the ground was so damp and wet that it didn't need any water whatsoever, so that was one less job that I needed to do. So we were able to get on with continuing with planting more and more stuff in the plot today, and I'm certainly running out of space now. I'm definitely getting to the fullness of my plot. I don't think I'll be able to squeeze many more plants in, but we'll certainly try. I'm one of these that'll squeeze things in wherever I can. But we've also been potting up the rest of my melon plants. I'd potted up all my watermelons, but today I potted up my cantaloupe melons, and I've grown cantaloupe melons before, so I know they're a success and I know they can grow well in my polytunnel. So we're going to be doing that really well. And I must have potted up around 50 plants of those today. So we're going to get a very good crop of melons this year if they all go to success. Like I said, these are going to be my babies. We're going to really look after these, and every day we'll go down and look at them and concentrate on them and tie them up and make sure they're fastened up and well watered and fed on a regular basis. I want to get the best produce from these melons that I have ever done, and if we have a good bumper crop, then all my friends and family will certainly benefit from the amount of melons that I'm growing. So we'll see how we get on. So we've done that today. We've also planted some silver skin pickling onions. I've never grown these before. They're the onions that you see in pickled onions in jars usually. So I've planted some of those, and we've planted them in the ground ready to start growing. Like I said, I've never tried them before, I've never grown them before, so I've no idea how well they grow or whether they get good or whether we get a good result from them. So I'm going to have to do a bit of research and see how long they take to grow, to be honest. Obviously they're not as big as your normal onions, they're only a smaller size because you wouldn't want them too big or you'll just get one in a jar. But yeah, I've never tried growing them before, so hopefully we get some good results from them. I've planted them all in, must be about 50 that I've planted, so we'll see if we've got any good results. But I'm struggling a lot this year because my allotment's got some trees next to it and they're getting bigger and bigger every single year, and I seem to be losing more and more of my plot because the sun's getting blocked out by these trees. It really is. So I'm hoping to get in touch with the people that are in charge of them and see if they can get them trimmed back a bit and maintained and hopefully sorted out a bit better, so that it's not blocking all the sun off my plot, and hopefully we get the plot back to how it should be, full of sun. And obviously I'm paying rent for it, so I want to be able to grow on it, so we'll see how we get on with that this year. So we've done that, we've planted the onions, we've also planted a load more lettuce. I've got so much lettuce growing this year, I'm just filling all the gaps on my allotment with lettuce. I've got that many lettuce plants, I thought why not waste them, just shove them in as and where you can. In any gap we'll fit a lettuce in, because while you've got, I was saying to my neighbour, while you've got a lettuce growing there, the weeds won't grow because they'll take up the space, and no weeds will grow if you've got a nice big lettuce growing there. So yeah, fill the gaps in, plant a lettuce, and you get food from it as well. So there's a good tip for you. So we've done that, and then I did the bad trick. I went across to our local Tesco, and I've seen reduced plants again, and I've got the plant what was on my list, what I really did want, and it's a Cianfus bush. Like I said, I'm no good at saying these words. It's spelled Ceanothus. Cianfus. So yeah, it had been reduced from £6 down to £1.68. Now, they used to have some of these outside the garden centre where I worked, and they were absolutely fantastic when they're in flower, and the bees absolutely love them. And they looked healthy enough, to be honest. They're nice and healthy, the plants, what I've got. They just need a bit of water. So yeah, and obviously these can grow really big as well. It says that they can grow to the height of 1.5 metres, and they can spread to 2.5 metres. So they can really bush out and spread up. But hopefully these will grow nicely in front of my shed and really add some nice colour. Like I said, the more perennial plants that I can buy for my allotment, the better, because they'll come back every single year, and hopefully I won't kill these shrubs off like I killed the last ones off by giving them a hard cutting back in winter and killing them off. But yeah, hopefully we can get those planted tomorrow and get those in the ground. I'm really wanting to do the front of my allotment up. It's been a while since it's had a good fully makeover, the front of my plot, and as I said, I've killed off 3 of the shrubs this year, so it's looking bare. So we've been getting a few plants. We've got a couple of new hydrangeas on the front, and we've got the heather obviously, and a few other bits. So yeah, it needs a real good dig over, and I'm wanting to take out all my bulbs what I'm growing on my plot, at the front of my plot, and really give it a good new facelift over winter. I plan to plant all brand new bulbs this winter at the front of my plot. It was a fantastic display this year, don't get me wrong, but I could have done with a few more tulips. I want some more tulips for the front of my plot, and it just needs a bit more oomph to it. So I'm going to dig up all the bulbs what are in the front of my plot, get them all up, dry them all out, leave them in my shed over winter. I will replant them, but I'll plant them back somewhere else in my plot, and get some fresh new bulbs for the front of my plot, and hopefully make quite a bit of a feature of it. I'd like a load more hyacinths and stuff like that, and crocuses, and possibly snowdrops, anything to make it look as nice as possible. So we're really on a hunt for new bulbs. Obviously they won't be coming out until in quite a few months. It'll soon be here. We'll soon be planting winter bulbs. You can't get over how fast this time of year flies. All the sunshine time flies so fast, it's unbelievable. But yeah, we're going to do a real good display at the front of my plot this year for the spring bulbs. That's the area that I do like to have my spring bulbs in full flow. But like I said, the front of my plot is looking very bare and very shabby, to be honest, at the moment. So we need a fresh brand new start. So we're going to dig it all over and get it looking absolutely fantastic, picture perfect, hopefully. And I've got a lot of bindweed growing at the front of my plot, so we're going to have to get all the roots out and pull all them out and just give it a nice good facelift overall, to be honest. So yeah, it's going to be a very, very busy day tomorrow yet again. So we need to go down to the plot nice and early and get it all looking ship shape and fantastic and perfect for everybody to see. So hopefully we'll be back down at the plot tomorrow. The weather forecast for tonight, it says it's going to rain. Fingers crossed it does, and then again I won't have to water again tomorrow. I don't mind it raining at night. It can rain all it wants at night, even though that's when the slugs come out, unfortunately. But yeah, hopefully it rains tonight and then I don't have to water tomorrow, which takes about half an hour to do my full plot, or even longer, depending on if I'm watering everything. So yeah, hopefully we'll have a fantastic day tomorrow. I'll keep you posted. We'll be back with another podcast. Until next time, remember, keep smiling, keep gardening, and keep listening to Gardening with Ben's podcasts. Thank you for listening to today's Gardening with Ben's podcast. I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do click that subscribe button, and feel free to share it as well on your Instagram stories. All you have to do if you're listening on Spotify is click the share button, and you can share it straight to your Instagram story for all your followers to listen to, and help build my listeners up as well and get more people listening to it. Feel free to check out all my social medias: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and TikTok. Yes, I'm on TikTok. Go check it out. Check out my dancing. Gardening with Ben. And check out the link as well in the description of this podcast, where you can check out my gardening t-shirt shop, where I sell funny t-shirts with all different funny logos and designs on. And feel free to support me by purchasing one, and all the money obviously goes back into my allotment, where I can share more gardening tips with you all. So until next time, remember, keep smiling, keep gardening, and keep listening to Gardening with Ben's podcast.